This is TechCrunch. So imagine yourself riding a motorcycle at 160 an hour when an arrow appears floating on the road ahead, telling you exactly where to turn. No phone, no dashboard, just your helmet and a lens the size of a thumbnail. Now, this is not a concept video. It is heading to European roads as early as this year, and it's one early glimpse of where smart glasses are heading. Over the past few years, big tech has been quietly, and in some places not so quietly, placing its bets. Meta has been selling AI-enabled Ray-Ban glasses since 2023. Google is building Android XR, and Apple is expected to enter the market at some point. Last week, Samsung was reportedly set to unveil its first AI-capable smart glasses, co-designed with Gentle Monster, at a Galaxy Unpacked event in London this July. China's Huawei, Alibaba, Xiaomi, and others are all moving as well. Now, the numbers reflect the momentum. Global AI glasses shipments surged to 8.7 million units last year, up more than 300% from the prior year, and analysts project that figure will cross 15 million this year. Suppliers and component makers of AI-powered smart glasses are also positioning themselves for what comes next. One of the companies, a South Korean startup called LetinAR, has spent the last decade building the optical technology that could make all of this actually wearable. The LG Electronics-backed startup just secured $18.5 million from Korea Development Bank and the South Korean retail giant's venture arm, Anthology Ventures, among others, ahead of its planned 2027 IPO in South Korea. Its previous investor, LG Electronics, has since begun developing its own AI smart glasses, according to a local media report, which is a sign of how seriously South Korea's largest consumer electronics company takes the category. Now, LetinAR doesn't make the glasses, it makes the part that makes the glasses work. The optical module, the tiny lens component that projects images into your field of vision, is what determines whether a pair of smart glasses feels like a sci-fi headset or something you'd actually wear to work. It has to be light, thin, and power efficient while still delivering a sharp, clear image. Getting all of that right in a single component, small enough to fit inside a normal-looking frame, is the central engineering challenge of the entire industry. And that's what LetinAR is building. The co-founders said that LetinAR wants to be the company that those glasses makers call. The company calls its technology pin tilt, a way of arranging tiny optical elements inside a lens so that light is directed precisely where it needs to go into the user's eye, rather than scattered in every direction. Think of a TV. It broadcasts light across the entire room, but only the light that actually reaches your eyes matters. Most existing smart lens technologies, particularly a dominant approach called waveguide, work a bit like that TV, splitting and spreading light across the full lens to create a wide image. The result is a thin lens, but an inefficient one. A lot of light gets thrown away before it ever reaches the eye, which means dimmer images and, critically, a battery that drains fast. The alternative, a mirror-based approach known as birdbath, delivers light more directly to the eye, but the structure is bulky, making it nearly impossible to fit inside something that looks like a normal pair of glasses. Pin tilt sidesteps that trade-off, according to the founders of the company, by focusing only on the light that can actually enter the eye and carefully engineering the angle of each tiny element inside the lens. Well, LetinAR claims it can produce a brighter image in a thinner, lighter form factor, using less power. In a category where every gram and every hour of battery life matters, that's the problem the entire industry has been trying to solve. Now, LetinAR's modules are already shipping and counts several Japanese companies as clients. Now, It is still in talks with some big tech companies on R&D of next-generation AI glasses, though it did decline to name them. One of LetinAR's most demanding customers is Aegis Rider, a Swiss deep tech company spun out of ETH Zurich's computer vision lab. Aegis Rider is building an AI-powered AR helmet that displays navigation, speed, and safety alerts directly in a motorcycle rider's field of vision, not floating on the visor but anchored to the road itself, as if the information is physically painted on the world ahead. The company's module is inside the helmet, and Aegis Rider is targeting the EU and Swiss markets later on this year. The latest funding, which brings the total raised to nearly $42 million, will go toward scale-up as the AI glasses market shifts from early adopters to mass production. The company says that adding hardware devices, such as AI glasses, are the next layer that will bring AI into everyday life. AI-powered marketing platform Nectar Social announced last week that it raised a $30 million Series A round led by Menlo Ventures and its Anthology Fund, which was created alongside Anthropic. The company, which officially exited stealth last year, is an agentic operating system for marketers. It told TechCrunch that it uses autonomous AI agents to help brands run social activity, moderation, creator workflows, competitive intelligence, and commerce conversations end-to-end. It also has data partnerships with companies like Meta and Reddit that allows the Nectar agent to pull data into one place from various platforms, rather than brands needing to use different tools to manage different platforms. Nectar Social was founded by the sister combo of Misbah and Farah Urizi, ex-Meta employees. Misbah, the CEO, told TechCrunch that this round will help the company expand and hire more across applied AI, engineering, and go-to-market. Misbah said, "The buying conversation has moved into social, and no human team can staff every place it happens. We are accelerating our category lead and building the operating system that lets brands show up everywhere." The company said clients include Liquid Death, Figma, and Elf Beauty. Other investors in the round include Gwyneth Paltrow's Kinship Ventures, GV, and True Ventures. That's all for now. For more tech news, head to TechCrunch.com.